One of those, everything was like that then. And then we did a cover of a band called Blues Magoos, and the cover was We Ain't Got Nothing Yet. And then I wrote a song called Almost Not Quite There, and then I wrote a song called Pictures of Matchstick Men. So there was I Have Nothing. Oh, there you go, We Ain't Got Nothing Yet, Almost But Not Quite There, and then came Matchstick Men. And as soon as Matchstick Men, it was a great learning curve, because I always imagined that showbiz, here it is. Isn't it lovely? Well, we don't see what's back here. You know those gowns that people wear in hospital? They're all covered up lovely, but their bums hanging out of the back. Yeah. That's show business, really. You do not want to go around the back there. And very quickly I realised that, I remember having done Top of the Pops second or third time, and waking up at home in bed with my wife, and nothing had changed. And that's that. You think everything's going to be changed, and everyone's going to be smiling, and mum and dad are great, and the wife's great. No, everything's exactly the same, except you sold some records. And from then on, that's good for me, because one of the things that I discovered with Rick much later in life is that show business has been a letdown for him. Whatever he was looking for, or was told was there, obviously wasn't. And I found that totally frustrating. I'm okay with it, because it's like you were talking about the tag of the stats. I said, yeah, they're really good. However, to balance that, 50% of those records didn't hit the top 40. Yeah, so it's a balance. If I don't balance it, I get really carried away. It becomes very easy. And well, there you go. That's a good way of thinking about it. We tend to think we're wonderful. You happen to like us, me, whomever it is. And we think everything about my life and whomever I am, or we are and whoever they are wonderful. Well, it's obvious that some of them, sexual deviants and so on, are very nice people, aren't they? And I suppose that's the child in me thinking, why isn't everybody lovely as I thought that? No, again, the balance is there. If they were all lovely, it couldn't be real. It's possible. You tired yet? You look really very fresh.
Wide awake.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, but I've got some more statistics. I wish I knew in advance.
Oh, you go for it.
But I think this is incredible. Top of the Pops, you appeared more than any other band on Top of the Pops, 106 times. A lot of bands and artists famously didn't enjoy going on Top of the Pops because of lip syncing and things like that. Did that not bother you too much?
Let me tell you, most times people say that I think they're lying, because you work really hard to make the record, and quite a few times when you've done live and then you hear it, you think, that surely wasn't what went out. And it was. So to tone mime and be safe, that meant you would get there at 10 in the morning, do umpteen run-throughs. Well, if you had to do live run-throughs all the time, it wasn't until much later in our career that it was kind of acceptable, that technology was such that it was was good enough to record it and to play it again and to do it again. But I found it very difficult at first. Didn't like being on TV. When I was a young kid, I always wanted to be older. Whether that was to have the wisdom in or what it was, but so I always wanted to learn about the business, show business, both sides. I was talking to my agent here the other day, and he was talking about how so many people, they need to learn the business of the music business. Some people say they're the show business. Some musicians say they're not in show business, and I always wonder, what are you doing on stage? You're on stage showing off, but you're not in show business. I don't. And then others just say, no, I'm a musician. Well, you need to understand the business of it. There's a cake. They divide that cake into pieces, and there's the promoter, the agency manager, the manager, all come out of that cake. So you have to be careful what's happening with the cake. Otherwise, you get paid last. This is just what? There's no But all those things I wanted to learn as I was growing up about country. So it was at times I didn't think to my parents, I said I was 5 at 16, and just after that signal, I went off for some reason. One guy was called Friedrich-Walter and one was called when he stopped, and they got on very well with when he stopped. And I thought, where was this guy like John Bird, you know? And they told me how much it was at the time, and I thought, well, I'm never going there again. Because if you quickly do the math, you think, is that it? See, I'm military again. Did you hear that? I said math, not maths. And you quickly do that, and it's a downer. So I didn't want to see it as a downer. I would keep part of the... I was always very excited. One of my daughters used to say to me, more recently in the last few years, had mentioned, what was it like when... She said, there's somebody get interested, put in you for a bit. And, what was it like? I said, well, the thrill of finding out that you sold or had phoned up so many times a day and find out what the sales figures were. And that was such a thrill. She said, what, the money? I said, no, because if you found out what the money, but the piece of tape was, it was disappointing. So I let that go and just said the thrill of generating that kind of business, because I grew up in a retail environment. And in the middle of the summer, when those particularly blazing days, which is why I hate them, my parents and myself, they worked until 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And so we often, myself and my brother and my cousins, a few of us, we would sit outside this small factory in South London, and we'd see them come back and get more, and off they'd go again. And it was almost, you got the thrill, the excitement of going, this is so good, because it means because we stopped work after the summer and sailed through the winter, living on what you're doing in the summer. So there was a sense of joy from them, and so that transferred to me when I was younger. Turnover is fantastic. What one piece isn't always that fantastic.
No, of course.
How much of this are you going to shop out? I could stop talking. No, you've had it. You shouldn't have got on. I'll be talking. At what time is it? It's got till 5 o'clock, I believe. I saw the panic on your face then.
It's a nice long interview, that. You mentioned